sigh. So for about the last 3/4 of an hour, I've been chattering away to you like you're actually there and able to see this recording. And it would have done me much better to welcome you to episode 86 with the recording button pressed. So I'm afraid you've missed a rather entertaining tale regarding Wawaruka and Kokomo. And I was just saying how much I enjoyed quests that had a good storyline. And this one was particularly good. So if you are playing a weaver in fantasy, if you're playing a crafter and you're looking into weaving in Final Fantasy XIV, and you get to your level 30 or 40 quest, I think it's this one here. Yeah, your level 35 quest. There you go. So basically, Wawaruka the miner explains that his previous attempt to woo Kokomo ended in failure. However, he refuses to give up. He did end in failure because he dressed up as a pirate and only bought fancy shoes for his feet and ended up being chased around the town by the brass blades. So he went to the bar to discuss what he should do with his mates, as you do. And they advised him that a linen shirt was in order, which is what we're going to do for him now. We're going to find a linen shirt. Rightio. Anyway, he refuses to give up and intends to approach her wearing a new ensemble. He bids you prepare a high-quality linen shirt for this purpose, craft the item as requested, and deliver it to Redland Rose. Oh man, we made him a lovely pair of gaiters earlier. And the other thing I was discussing that you weren't, that I didn't have record for, was although you can get your weaving gear as quest rewards for doing your weaver quests, you only get to choose one item out of the 3 or 4 offered. So you might be offered a shirt, gloves, and pants. You can't take them all. You can only take one. So that means you've got to update all the rest. You might also notice that there's no materia in any of these, and that's because I've made a couple of discoveries about materia that I need to fix. We were discussing how our craftsmanship here, this is 160, and if you go over to linen shirt, you have this recommended craftsmanship level that you need to be, and you can only get your crafting stats through your gear. So you want to make sure you've got the best gear running possible. So we are, with this purpose in mind, we're also looking for linen shirt. We are looking for undyed linen yarn. We're actually here for old goat leather. Thank you, that's what I was wondering. Which means I probably need to talk to Hragath. What need have you of me today, madam? Well, Hragath, I need to entrust duplicates to you. Have some formic acid, that's a good boy. And we're going to go and find some old goat leather. Hopefully. It's not looking good. I wonder if I stuck that up on the market. I know. I know. Let's have a look at what's in the market. Now, if you do put something up on the market that you regret, you can always do this with it. Return it to the retainer. It's just as easy as that. And seeing as no one's interested in buying it, we might do exactly that. And I might later, I don't know, throw it to the wind. We are not going to sell the sunset wheat flour anymore. I know, I've had to rethink a lot of things. The bluebell salmon is out of date. No one wanted it. No one wanted to fish for it, and they weren't doing their missions for their company, clearly. Or I put it up just as the turnover happened. One of those. Anyway. So those were the ingredients for the last lot of missions. That's an approach that doesn't work. I can see why you don't do it. Oh, I know. What am I doing? We don't really need to pull the gill out. It's not that much. We'll put some other stuff up later. Hard to get pain in the behind stuff. I would have thought that stuff I put up was that. But anyway. I know. I shall carry out your wishes as instructed. Let's go talk to Andreas. You're summoned? I did. I need to grab the There's a few things. Okay, no, dynamite web. Whoa, no, you're not having that. That was a lot of trouble to go get. All right, so we're going to return all these to the retainer as well. No one wanted my 2JPs. Rude. And then we're going to entrust or withdraw items. We're going to entrust our duplicates. We don't have any. Sad panda. All right. So is that old goat leather? Look at that. High quality old goat leather. Undyed cotton cloth. Excellent. What else did I need? I so like this function. Undyed linen is what we wanted. We now have old goat leather. We need to go find some undyed leather. Let me just grab my retainer so I can see it. Okay. Dew thread. Do I need dew thread for undyed linen? Oh look, just in case I do, we'll grab that out. Alrighty. What else have I got in this box? What's in the box? Mudstone. Oh, I wanted to make sure I had siltstone. I don't have any siltstone. Okay. That's fine. Copper ingot. Ragstone, whetstone. It must have been out when they did that class. Old goat leather. Now I don't need it because I've already got what I need. Hard leather, leather, and hard leather. Animal sinew. Don't put anything away that we're going to regret. Mocha grass for hemp and yarn. Alright, so now we know our retainer doesn't have that. Let's just see what he's got in materia. Alright, so nothing I really want to retain. That's annoying. I was hoping for something more. Right, but we're good. Okay, because we can make... Did I pull out the dew thread? I think I might have. Oops, I forget. Undyed linen, let's go. Let's just grab this and pop it back where it belongs. It was undyed L. It was just undyed. No, not a silver ingot. What are you doing? Undyed. Undyed. Man, I'm going to make sure it died in a minute. Undyed linen. Linen yarn. Alrighty. We only needed one, didn't we? Maybe. Let's go. Is it easier with our higher quality craftsmanship? I don't know. Control, I think, is what's needed to do our quality. Man, Roselore, what are you thinking? Uh-oh. I know, it's going to break as I make it. It's so delicate and fine. What just happened? My velveteen gown is now bound to me. My magnifiers and my spinning wheel and my silver needle, all bound to me. Lovely. Let's go make this linen shirt. Alrighty, 1 undyed linen, 1 linen yarn, and 2 old goat leather. Cross your fingers for me. Okay. And away we go. Innovation. Basic touch. Uh-oh. Oh, we're in trouble. Let's go. Alright. We have a 100% chance of making him the shirt of his dreams. And hopefully of Kukumo's dreams as well. I know, the guy's in love. 1 high quality, a linen shirt. Okay, now while we're down here in the markets, let us go find Battlecraft, Independent, Sint Goat, Potwatch, Apothecary, Tradecraft Merchant. No. I need a oh, it might be the Tradecraft Merchant, but I don't think it is. We'll check anyway. Yeah, no, not the Tradecraft Merchant. I know, no offense. Wander off this way. I cannot believe I just did that. Oops. Alrighty. Script, collectible, independent merchant. What are you selling, Abe? Dyes. Lots and lots of dyes. He might be the person to sell my dye bits to. Fieldcraft merchant. Now, yeah, disciples of the hand tools come from fieldcraft, not necessarily tradecraft. Level 40 to 49. We're limiting it just to our weaver. So we're going to go find needles and spinning wheels. So garnet grinding wheel, level 43. Wow, that's ambitious, isn't it? I swear this man is laughing at me. Alright, well, grinding wheel looks like... Grinding wheel? We don't want a grinding wheel. What are you on? I know. Mahogany spinning wheel. This is the thing I was thinking of making. But we can buy it straight up, so I might do that. 43 for 1,000 needle. Pretty sure I cannot equip it. Yeah, no. Electrum needle. No. 43. Wolffang needle. Bang on 40. Let us buy one of those. That looks pretty good. Alright, now. I'm going to go find myself some better pants. Arms mender. Arms merchant. I just want a tailor. Alright, maybe the tailor is at the other end. Or I could, you know, not be lazy and actually make my own clothes. Shh. Potwatch, Battlecraft Armourer, Independent Jeweler, Apothecary, Tradecraft Merchant. I swear, there's normally a tailor in every store, in every alley, right? Maybe I've... Oh, no, I know where the tailor is. Fine. We need to go to the Adventurers Guild. And I'm going to be lazy about it. No, wait. It might be quicker to go to the Thaumaturgers Guild. So before we get too excited, let's grab this. Let us update our gear. So now we should have a better crafting. 196 in our craftsmanship. So I should theoretically be able to do this with my leatherworker. Alright, now there is a merchant somewhere along here. I don't think this is who I'm looking for though. No. So that's an armourer. That's an arms mender. We can always just see what... Oh, whoa. We do need to repair a few things, don't we? Nothing like trying to craft while things go snap, crash, tinkle around you. Alright, there's another merchant. Okay, there's one down here. Sunsilk Tapestries. Oh, that sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? There's the itinerant Moogle. We haven't taken part in any of the activities required to earn tomestones yet. I have found out how to do it. That's kind of cool. But like I said, I'm still working on my group. No, that's not what we're after. Where did I see sun? Oh, I ran right past it. Dull. I know. Some of you were yelling, turn there, and I missed it completely. Right here. Okay, clothier. Alright, purchase field gear. Alright. Can I get anything better than what I'm wearing? That gives me more control. That gives me more perception. That's always useful. That gives me the same amount of crafting. Gathering. Control. Gathering. Control. Control. So really it's just your shirt that gives you crafting. However, we could just boost our control as well. So it's a level 28 for a start. It's not as high as I want it though, to be honest. Level 28. Yeah, we can make higher levels. I know, you're welcome. Thank you. And stuff. Alright. Time to look at here. 36 to 40. Linen wedge cap of crafting at 37. Linen trousers. No, we don't want that. Angler's hat. It's for your fishing and other bits. Control, linen bottoms. That will give me a lot more control, and I might take it. 37. Okay, linen gaiters plus 38. That's what we want, a vintage coatee. Level 37. Is there anything bigger? Coatee of crafting, 38. Yep. Vintage doublet vest. That's gathering. Okay, craftsmanship of plus 58, which actually gives us, yep, so plus 43 for gathering. Okay, woolen shirt. Okay, that's for them. Alright, what are we wearing? We may already have one. Okay, velveteen gown, craftsmanship of plus 50 versus a linen coatee of crafting, which is plus 58. So we definitely want to make that. Alright, so undyed linen, linen yarn, electrum ingot. And electrum ingot. Alright, so I can't make that yet. Alright, let's just be happy with what we've got in that case. We've done what we can. We've upgraded what we can. The only thing we haven't done is, oops, is this. We're going to meld some craftsman's competence into here. Looks like it'll meld beautifully, so we'll meld that. Alright, mahogany spinning wheel. Gives me that. I just want to move this over here so we can watch that stat. So now we have a craftsmanship of 202 for our weaver. Alrighty, let us go with... I know, we've got stuff we can do. I've got a gap in my velveteen gown. Let's go with craftsman's competence. Alright. But we might also add in some control as well. Now I want to make sure alright, hang on a minute. Yep, so both of those are giving us their full benefit. Alright, silver magnifiers. We can go with craftsman's cunning. I might just put 4 of those in. Just to see what happens. So we got CP of 220. 221. Okay, it really is going to just add 1. It may or may not make the difference between us being able to do things or not. So we will put it in until I get some more craftsman's cunning. Now we will get those as we, craftsman's whatever it was, as we level up. I'm thinking too with the higher level gear, maybe we're going to start getting some level 2 stuff come out. And we can switch those in and out, I guess. That's just a guess. I could be really wrong. Ash patterns. Level 15. You know what? We might just go back and ask that nice lady for some nicer shoes. Wait a minute. What are our pants doing? Level 19. Yeah, okay. Gotta update it after you put that in. Okay, let's go. I know. We'll just buy the stuff. Velveteen gaiters. Control plus 18. Buy that one. Yep. Velveteen bottom. 28. Control plus 18. That might be better. And the gloves were... I don't think the gloves could beat us. The gloves could beat us. No. Control 21. Alright, looks like... okay, if you have a look at the gloves, you can see that the craftsmanship plus 0, we're gonna have to pull one of those out anyway. I can't do it while I'm talking, though. Alright, let's just grab the... Item level 33 for control. Yeah, let's grab that. And was that cap of crafting better? I think it was. Alright. Let's go. Which means I need to undo all of that melding I just did. Dope. The things we do. Alright. So we're going to be replacing our magnifiers. So we're going to retrieve our materia. And we're going to retrieve that next lot of materia. You right there? Do a little dance? Sing a little song? Jig a little jig? Oh, I know, right? We are going to retrieve the materia from here. And retrieve the materia from here. So when we see that putting in the materia and not getting the craftsmanship bonus, we need to fix it. And we need to retrieve stuff before we get rid of stuff. So I was going to upgrade my pants, so we'll just get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. So I do need, there's a few items as we get higher in level that our grand company is going to ask for in its, that'll do, let's update that. In its, so velveteen wedge cap, the gown, oh, I could have left it alone, linen half gloves. Alright, so we've got all the materia out of that. Update. That our grand company is going to ask for that are in the Western Highlands, and we are not going to be able to provide it because we don't have access to it. And the reason we don't have access to it is simply because they are, I've lost it, the plot, linen half gloves, is simply because we need to finish the story quests. So as we get up into those levels, we're going to have to actually go and do things. We'll put some cunning into that one, just to not overload the garment. Let's see if that was too much. No, that looks like it's gone through okay. Command in the pants. Right, so 208 craftsmanship now is better than it was. We can probably improve on that, but right now we're going to be happy with this. Gators. I do not mean alligators. I think I made that joke earlier. I'm very sorry. This one has competence in it, so what we're going to do is we're going to match a craftsman's competence with a craftsman's cunning. Just to give ourselves a bit of control. I know what she's wearing. That is the shortest set of short whatevers that I've seen for a while. Alrighty, that's that. Because we've added materia, we need to update it. And this is one of the things you'll have to do with any other gear set that's sharing these items, is you're now going to have to update all of those as you put them on. But we should be in a better position to give Redland Rose his stuff. Where was I going? To the Adventurers Guild, so that I could go to the... We're going to go help a little Lalafell dress to please his lady and to win his lady. That's what we're going to do. He is such a nice guy. Little rough around the edges, but heart of gold. So let's see. Alrighty, into the Weavers Guild. That's where we want to go. Boom. You know, I really like to get these the crafters up, and I'm really curious to see the missions all the way up to level 40, because some of my crafting has just been leveling up doing levs, and I haven't actually done the missions for them yet. So I've got this to look forward to. Have you made your client's shirt yet? He seems quite eager to try it on. Oh, yeah, he does. Well, well, I think we can agree this is far more appropriate than a leather harness. He's like, what? Cool. This is perfect. I never knew fancy clothes could be so comfortable. Sir, could you please explain how you chose those other garments? He's not. Well, the hat belongs to a goldsmith I know, says it makes me look smarter and whatnot. The subligar is courtesy of another miner. He reckons that us men what work the mines ought to flaunt our chiseled bodies like this, and that trousers are overrated. Oh my god. The gauntlets and boots are the best selling wares at me armourer's friend's shop. Bit gaudy if you ask me, but if everyone else thinks them fashionable, who am I to tell them different? Impressive, ain't it? You don't have to tell me. I can see you think the same. Gods, I've been such a fool. I should have asked me mates for advice from the start. Oh man, I don't know if they're your mates, mate. They're I think they're having a laugh at your expense. But sir, I say, sir. Oh, Rose. And can you blame him? How can he be so blind? It's absolutely, totally, and in all other ways, inconceivable. He's hopeless. Utterly hopeless. I'm sorry, Rose. Beg your pardon. I don't know what came over me. If you'll excuse me. Rose, you can certainly be excused. Right, we have mithril magnifiers. Craftsmanship at 56. What are we wearing? I don't think it's going to let us, is it? No. It does tell me, however, that control of 21. I know. You know what? We'll go for this, but I have a feeling we may already... Oh, I know. Oh, wow. Up to level 41. Alright, let's have a look and just see if the game thinks they just gave us something better. No. Oh, yes. Apprentice's smock. I'm glad I didn't go and make a velveteen gown now. Alrighty. Let's cancel that out. We'll pull out our materia off that. I know, it's a pain in the neck. Our craftsmanship without it is still at 208, so that's not so bad. I know, I'm learning more with this game every time I play it. And I do enjoy, like I said, the crafting. Let's pop that on. Meld. $211. Alright, does the game still think that's the best quality thing I've got? Yeah. Alright. I'm disappointed because I can't add anything to it. Like, I can't add any... Oh no. Alright, let's update the gear set. Maybe I can put it in somewhere else. Craftsman's Cunning. CP +1. Alright, let's meld in then some Craftsman's Control. No, Craftsman's Competence. We're just going to make sure this takes and that I haven't overloaded the garment. So, what was that? That was my pants. Boots. Velveteen gaiters. Yeah, so that's taken. So we're now at 214. Alright. I'm just surprised that we can't. Okay. Puzzling. I know, I'm puzzled. Let's update the gear set. Rose. Redolent Rose has a commission for you, as well as a private request. Ah, Roselore, good of you to come. We have an opportunity to help that fool of a miner, Wawaruka, but it will require some discretion. The guild has received another commission from Kokomo, that is to say, from her father most likely. Now, while I obviously expect you to craft her high-quality garments that meet our exceptionally high standards, there is one more thing I would have you do. When you meet with Kokomo at the Gold Court, I would have you subtly direct the conversation to the topic of Wawaruka. Try and discern what she thinks of the man. After last time? Fine, Rose, if that's what you wish. You know, I think I like the other smock more. It looked a bit better. Hey, but at least I meet the expectations of respectable that oh, I know. That Kokomo's father will 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 expect. Oh no, we'll have. There we go. Kokomo. Hey. Oh, she is such a sweetheart, this girl. Hello, I believe we met once before. Roselore, was it? Thank you for coming. I'm sure you must be terribly busy with your many commissions. Excuse me, did you say Wawaruka? He's one of your clients? Ah, what a coincidence. He visited the shop the other day. You should have seen Father's face when he chased him away. Thankfully he didn't recognize him. Whatever possessed him to wear such a ridiculous outfit? It's a shame, really. Feels like he hasn't visited in forever. I would have liked to have spoken with him. Yes, commission. I am in need of a pair of quality woolen tights. I should meet you at the guild for the fitting, correct? Then until we meet again, Roselore. I think we better go back. No. Okay, we need to make woolen tights. I have a feeling I need to go and visit some violence on some sheep for that. I know, poor sheep. But they won't let you shear them because they've got bad attitudes. So woolen tees, let's have a look. Woolen tights. I need undyed woolen cloth and woolen yarn. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's just woolen C. Okay, woolen C requires woolen yarn, but I want to see if it requires anything else. No. And woolen yarn. Okay, 2 woolen yarn to be precise. Requires fleece. And fleece. Oh boy. Let's have a look at our fighter classes and see who's up there for the most the most experience. Wow, level 41 Weaver. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, it looks like this might be a job for our gladiator. Very well. Have we unlocked Mordona yet? Not Mordona, the Corthus Highlands. We can go to the eastern ones, we just can't go to the western ones. And we need the western ones for some of the things our guild is going to ask us to do, which is a bit of a worry. I know, I can't remember where I've been. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to go see Serendipity before I forget, and I have to admit I did just forget that I had to see her. So we made, do you remember we made, oh, did we make another staff? Excuse me for a minute. Yes, we did make her a materia enhanced staff. Serendipity is goldsmiths. Looks like I have a gladiator's quest as well. I might have to look into that. Goldsmiths. We should probably dress the part. There we go. Alright, well, I guess while we're in this neck of the woods, we will go through our classes and see who has what quests. Just to keep everybody happy. Serendipity. How goes your endeavour to attach materia, Roselore? I have this wonderful staff for you. Do you really want to trade a high cost? I do. Proceed with the trade. Before I change my mind. Oh, pretty.
Nay, Gigi, the crystallized essence of past experience so easily inherited. Is it? This is all rather silly. Would it not be more simple to attach materia directly to self? Gigi would be glad to try inserting crystals into Greenhorn's skull.
Thanks, Gigi.
No, bad Gigi. That isn't how materia works. Oh, please don't misunderstand him, Roselore. I'm certain that he means well.
Are you really? I think he's malfunctioning.
As for your staff, it's very well made, and the materia is perfectly melded. Nicely done.
Perhaps you're wondering who'd prefer a staff with a headpiece of bone over one studded with jewels. Well, the thaumaturges favour such equipment. Fangs and horns are the weapons of beasts used to kill and defend. Few materials are better suited than these for channeling the dark arts, or so I understand. I'm the furthest thing there is from a trained thaumaturge, but even I can sense the arcane magics residing within this staff. Anyway, I trust you've learned something today about the importance of searching for the markets and how to handle materia. I hope this knowledge serves you well in your future endeavours. Okay, nope. Nope. Okay, we're definitely going to get some elegant pieces today. Now, does she have another quest for me? Oh, look. Level 35. Awesome. This is our level 25 quest. Serendipity requires your assistance with a dire matter. Oh, no. Oh, Roselore, I was just hoping that you would come by. You see, something's happened to Gigi. Recently he started acting strangely, even by his usual standards. Anyway, I believe I've determined the cause. It's quite complicated, but to put it simply, he's breaking down. I can handle the repairs, but I need to count on you for something. I need you to make an ingot of silver. Not any ingot of silver, mind you, but a high-quality one. It may seem daunting, but I have every confidence that you can handle the task. The higher the quality achieved during synthesis, the greater the chance that the finished item will be of a higher grade. I can do that. Alright, I know where to get silver as well, so we need to get silver at the same place we get effervescent water, if I remember rightly. And we could do with a bit more effervescent water, so we might kill two birds with one stone at that point. Alright, so the next person we need to see, we've seen Redolent Rose and Serendipity. Let's just zip back into our, okay. Gladiator. Map. Okay, so there is something, the rematch. Ooh, that'll be fun. Alright, while we're here, let's check our thaumaturge. Pugilist. Clearly I have something more to do before I'm ready for that one. And thaumaturge. Let me just get rid of that. There we go. I didn't realise that I could get rid of these and they weren't actually needed. Thaumaturge. We were checking the Thaumaturge's Guild, which is up here. It doesn't look like I have anything for them either. Nothing's winked up. Radio. Okay. We are going to become carpenters. Carpenters. That's not carpenter. That's a carpenter. Radio. We are also going to just update our carpentry equipment. Yeah, actually, let's see if we have any higher quality stuff to wear. That's what I thought. I know, very unflattering. Okay, what are we doing? We are going to see Beaten, which means I'm just going to teleport my way out of here. Where does that take me? No, we don't want to go back to Ulda. We're already here. New Gridania. Off to see the Beaten, the wonderful Beaten of Oz. And no, I'm not singing because I cannot. I mean, I can make noise, but singing? Not quite. Alrighty. I know, my terrible singing abilities aside, let's go find our carpenter. I'm actually pretty chuffed at oh, pretty. It's raining. It needs to be overcast or clear for our sightseeing logs. Hey, Beaten. Have you the longbow, Roselore? I sure do. Here you go. Wow, pretty. Marvellous. Simply marvellous. Some carpenters claim that oak is ill-suited for use in a longbow, and that other woods are far preferable. But I would say you've chosen your materials well. This particular specimen is both hard and elastic, and I see no reason to believe it will take a permanent bend. Of course, we have you to thank for that. The finest materials are nothing without a skilled craftsman to mould them. Indeed, this longbow is a testament to your ever-growing skills. Gerhard will approve. You may take it to him at the Adder's Nest. Okay. I will take the longbow to Gerhard. It will make him happy. Hopefully. Hopefully it will make him happy. I could be wrong. Let's go this way. I know, I suffer a little bit of disjunction every time I play this character because this is not her home company. Ah, Roselore, do you have that longbow I requested? I sure do. Here you go. My word, I see my faith in you is not misplaced. I have a young archer under my command who'll be thrilled to receive this. It's of critical importance that my squad keeps its weapons and armour in good shape. Our reconnaissance missions often require that we spend weeks in isolation without any form of support. In fact, we leave for our next mission on the morrow. Unfortunately, this means I must once again postpone my visit to the guild. If Beaton complains, just give him a piece of quality lumber on my behalf. That should provide ample distraction. He's always been more passionate about his work than anything else. But I imagine you learned that long ago. Until we meet again, Roselore. Right. I'll report to Beaton. I don't know if he'll agree with your assessment, though, Sarge. Gerhard was satisfied then. Good, good, huh? Another mission. I understand. We're both professionals, with responsibilities that cannot be ignored. Even so, it always gives me cause for worry. Oh, Beaton. I do not question his ability as a commander or as an archer, but irrational as it may be, Oh, forgive me, I'm cursed with an overactive imagination. It is nothing. Never mind. We shall speak again when I next have a commission for you. Oh God, now I'm hoping it's not a coffin. I know, right? Okay. So these are some of the, like, we got the apprentice's smock off Redland Rose. Why don't we go for the mithril magnifiers from, Alright, we need to be level 40 for our next quest. We'll have to work on that. We are level 38. We're not far off. I should probably explore my lumber options. Alrighty. We are going to turn ourselves into a leatherworker. Boom. We're also going to update the attributes because clearly we've messed with that one too. Actually, I completely forgot. We should probably update our clothing as well. There we go. Alright, she's not as high a level, so she can't wear the same gear. No, wow. Lagging behind, girl. Ethernet. Leather Workers Guild and Shaded Bower. Please. I think I saw another shield too that I should go and check on. Alright. Growing apart. Oh. I know, it's really hard to see two good friends growing apart. Especially when they look like they were much more than just friends. Like, really close friends. Wow. Hopefully they're fine. Jiva. Prepare a circle of high-quality toad leather and bring it to me immediately. I want this matter resolved as soon as possible. Here you go. Ooh. Haha, this will do nicely, Roselore. You clearly understand the unique properties of toad skin and how best to harness them. Well, you know, they've squashed me often enough. I get a good close look at their underbellies. This leather is sturdy, flexible, and completely free of unpleasant odours. There is but one thing left to do. I want you to take this toad leather, march down to Carleen Canopy, and shove it in this Amar's face, and show the impertinent fool what real Fen-Il quality looks like. Very well, Guildmaster. I mean, you know, there is no other correct answer for that one. Now, we're going to just trot straight this way. I think this is where we want to go. Actually, no, it's not. We want to hang a left. And we may want to run. because slow is slow, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to head this way. And if my memory serves me correctly, and I'm not going to guarantee that because, you know, it's been a day, but if my memory serves me correctly, we should be able to find our way this way down to New Gridania. We should find our Ethernet crystal up there, our Archers Guild down there, and oh, I forgot to do the Alchemy quest for Severian. Do forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. I think I was too busy laughing at Paul Wawaruka. With Paul Wawaruka. No, actually, it's probably at is more, yeah. Aima, complete and utterly unacceptable. Shame on Fenil and their vainglorious claims. How could anyone call this rubbish toad leather? Well, that's because it's not. This is what toad leather looks like. About time one of you charlatans showed up. What is this? More toad leather? I demand a full refund, not more of your... Wait, what is this? By the 12, I have never seen such exquisite toad leather. This would make an excellent belt or bag. Am I to understand that you are a producer of Fenil goods? And you bring this to me by special law order of the legendary Jiva herself? What in the world is the meaning of this? Well, I'm most terribly sorry, good lady. When the merchant told me it was Gridanian leather, I naturally assumed that this Angrabotha was somehow affiliated with Fenil. I should have known it was too good to be true. A fraction of the time, a fraction of the price, he said. Well, I certainly got what I paid for. I mean, I had never even heard of Angrabotha before, but everyone knows that Gridania is famous for... No more excuses. It is my responsibility as a merchant to evaluate the supplier, and my own damn fault that I purchased an inferior product. Reputation is everything in this world, and I fear I've unjustly besmirched your guilds. And yet, despite all that, the great Jeva saw fit to give me this exquisite leather. Well, I too have a reputation to uphold. This gesture cannot go unanswered. Okay. I need to go report to Jiva? Giva? I know, there are no pronunciation guides in here. We will, just trot up to this Aetheryte and take a shortcut. The problem is, it's a bit like teleporting, and I don't like having my atoms torn apart. Leatherworkers Guild, let's go. Boom. Yeah, if you have time, do the Weavers quests. They're worth. They're a good laugh. That's all I can say. Jiva. Excellent work, Roselore. That bastard Amar felt so appallingly guilty he rushed over here to beg my forgiveness in person. I've witnessed some grovelling in my time, but his was a truly masterful display. Bowing, stuttering, snivelling, it had it all. Oh, how I wish you'd seen it, Roselore. A proud Uldan merchant, humbled by a circle of toad leather. You've improved more than I thought. Now all we have to do is find out who's making this Angrabotha dross. Our contrite friend said that he'd been told it was a New Gridanian brand, but no one here has heard of it. New Gridanian brand? Huh. It's obvious they mean to capitalize on our good name. I'd like to meet the man who made that toad leather. Actually, Roselore, should you happen to cross him in your travels, I'd consider it a personal favour if you'd flay the skin from his back and make me a pair of shoes so that I can grind him into the dirt every single day. I don't know if I can acquiesce to your request, Guildmaster. Toad skins of the father. Well, you know what? We could probably level up quite nicely if we went and got some toads and skinned them and made some toad skins and prepped it up for that mission, whatever it is. Alright. We need to speak to Annalane at Hawthorne. No, we don't. I remember that one. Alrighty. The last quest I had was a pinch of natron to Severian. I mean, we also have a shadow catfish to Sissipu, and then we've got some ingredient collecting to do. We've got to get some silver ingots, which isn't too far from where we want to go. I know. Let's go talk to the Alchemy Guild. There we go. Bazoop. Ethernet. I know, we'll get there. Alchemists Guild. Right outside the... or not far from the dudes. The dudes. The protection dudes for the Queen. Empress. I'm going to go be quiet now. Alright. Severian. Guildmaster. How fare you in your quest for quality natron? I understand only too well the lure of attaining perfection, but for an alchemist the timing of results must also be a consideration. Yep, I've been all over the country and forgotten your request. Timing is terrible. Let us inspect the fruits of your labour. Yes, the substance is indeed natron, and what a pinch of powdery magnificence it is! With this level of quality, it will perform wonders in any field of application. I would not be surprised to see our client return time and again for more and more. You shall be doomed to create nothing but your wondrous powder for the rest of your living years. Don't you dare. Lest you think that a jest, I would have you realize the sheer range of practical uses for this material. It is found in the manufacture of glass, the treatment of wool, and even in the mixing bowls of culinarians. Though alchemy is required to produce natron, the substance is of far greater value to many other disciplines. In this way, the benefits of alchemical discovery find their way into every facet of civilized life. The era when we alchemists were branded as crazed heretics is now all but a forgotten page in the history books. Not that I'm overly excited with such opinions. The current attitude of acceptance merely allows me to continue my research with relative freedom. You understand. The manner in which my work might eventually be put to use is of little interest to me compared to the results themselves. I do not seek to contribute to the well-being of society, nor amass a glittering fortune overnight. No, my entire being is focused upon one thing, and one thing only. Soon I'll have one last task for you to perform. Once done, I shall permit you to assist me during my ascent to the absolute pinnacle of alchemy. Yikes. Alright, well, don't I have those already? I'm pretty sure I've got all of these. I'm just going to take the Allergan pieces. I may cry about it later, but not today. Boom. Let us level up. Right. Update that. Talk to Severian again. Okay. Guildmaster Severian wishes to once more gauge the progress of your alchemical mastery. Aha! I see you've further immersed yourself in the bog of alchemical pursuit. This time is ripe once more to gauge the degree of mastery you have thus far attained. And as if by divine providence, a task suited to just such a purpose has but recently landed on my workbench. The client requests the creation of 3 high-quality flasks of weak blinding potion, a sublime toxin indeed. Do not flinch from the mention of poison. If one means to learn the art of preserving life, one must also become intimate with death and destruction. Yes, with but a single spoonful of a chosen concoction, alchemy can restore health or cause grievous harm. Wahahaha! This is the perfect initiation into the deeper secrets of our discipline. Do not tarry a moment longer. To work! Weak blinding potion, you say? I'm not sure I should let you anywhere near this stuff. Alright, I have Quicksilver, Bat Wings, and Bat Fangs. I believe my wonderful retainers, I was going to call them henchmen, but that would be too close to Severian's wahaha. Yeah, he's a worry, that man. Nice, nice, but a worry. Let's head down to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Boom. And mayhap we will find Severian. His, Okay, bat wings and bat fangs, wasn't it? Maybe, Andreas? You summoned. I did. You're wonderful. And trust my duplicates. I have no such items. Beautiful. Ah. What did I need again? Bat wings and bat fangs. Radio. So one of these. Alright, there's my bat fangs. Did I put bat wings in here as well? No, it doesn't look like it. Clearly we don't use the leather for leatherworking. Thank you. Until next we meet. Lovely. Frageth. What need do you have of me today, madam? Well, I need a pack mule. Not that I would ever tell you that. Bat wings. So I have mineral water, formic acid, and sea grot water. And over here, I have effervescent water, which I'll dump in there while I remember. I think this is the nice man who also carries around my leather products. No, that was the other nice man. I know, too many men in my life already. Radio. Let us... I know what? I did not say any of that out loud. You did not hear me. C. N. Something. Oh, what am I doing? Weak blinding potion for Mr. Moaha. Or aka my guildmaster. Radio. He wanted a good quality blinding potion. I would be very worried if he... about a client who asked for this. Alright, we should be good. Alright, and everything that I just put on is now bound to me. Fantastic. Let's get rid of that. We need to head on back to my crazy dude. Back to the Alchemist's Guild. That was 2 Lullafels that just ran past me, wasn't it? I know. Velveteen. Alright, now to find out what my master is up to. We will get there. Take care that the blinding potions you concoct are especially efficacious. Ah, the creation of such exquisitely dangerous substances is a reward in itself. Gently now, gently, yes. One could almost grasp the strands of inky darkness swirling within these baleful brews. Though it may appear lethal, this concoction is not designed to steal life, only sight. An unpleasant mix of bat remnants and quicksilver. My eyes begin to water at just the thought of the ingredients. Such potions as you have created hold the potential for all manner of dastardly deeds. Bear the flasks with pride as you deliver them into the hands of the Mikote lass who awaits you in Pearl Lane. Pearl Lane? And no, I have not forgotten her name. She apparently did not give one when she left the Order. I know only that the lass is affiliated with one of Uldar's resident bandit gangs. Swiftly now, let us not test their patience. You should be reporting her to the dudes in armor, not giving her stuff to hurt people with. You unprincipled chemist, you. Sigh. Where are we going? Alright, so we need to go down to the Sapphire Exchange again. Boom. Like I said, there's little stories and we're unweaving them. Like, it's like reading 3 books at once. I don't know if you ever do that. I do it a fair bit, but Mikode Lass in Pearl Lane. Hello. You're the head potion brewer's lackey, are you? Let's have the goods then. Okay. Bah! I see Severian did nothing to put a stop to this. He should know full well the consequences of handing over such dangerous substances to a criminal organization. Confused? I am Wubulea of the Sultan's Sworn. Yes! I infiltrated the notorious robber gang, the Velvet Hands, after learning of their plans to attempt a bloodless heist at the palace. An attempt I can only assume is meant to emulate Miss Beard and his legendary act of larceny. These blinding potions were to be a key element in their scheme. Wondering how your guildmaster would handle a request from such unsavoury elements, I insinuated myself into a position to receive the delivery. His lack of restraint is disappointing, but not entirely unexpected. He's not the man he once was. Oh, certainly, Severian has always had a passion for his work, but ever since the tragic events of the calamity, it's become an all-consuming obsession. Your superior may as well have upended one of these flasks over his own head for the little he sees of the world that flows unnoticed around him. Would you take a message back to the guild for me? I want you to tell Severian to cease this insane quest of his. At first I thought the distraction of his research might prove beneficial, but he has lost all sense of self-control. No, my sister would never countenance this destructive behaviour. I will have Wanaja returned to me. What did I just walk into? Severian, you are a bad, bad man. Bad man. Well, okay, maybe you're just sad. What is your problem? Can we fix you? I think he might have to fix himself. You were absent too long. Too long! Your delivery was well received, yes? She demanded that I return Wanacha? Ah, I see you've met the cold-hearted and conniving Wubulea. I've not the slightest intention of giving up on Wanacha now. I must remain focused on the successful culmination of my greatest experiment, so that I might tell her... Ah, bah! These matters have no place in our discussion. Once again, you've spared me a bothersome interruption and proven your alchemical expertise in so doing. From this day forth, I shall think of you no longer as my lackey, but as an assistant in truth. Soon we shall achieve the ultimate expression of alchemy. I bid you return to your studies and prepare for that glorious moment. Severian? Oh, I am so worried now. Velveteen short gloves. Control of 18. Let's go with the control of 19. I don't even remember what I'm wearing now. Level 35. Cease and assist. Was that cease and assist? It was. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's see if these gloves are what we think they are. And we get a conical alembic. So good. I do now have to fix my materia. Where's my crafting attribute at? Oh, yeah, that one. That's right. It's dropped in this one, isn't it? %. Oh, because I was... Wow. Okay. I was intending to put them somewhere else, but fine. That will do. Guys, though, speaking of that will do, we now have several more crafting recipes to get through before we head back into the main story. And I am thinking that it is indeed time for me to finish this episode and bid you adieu. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Apologies for missing those couple of Weaver quests for you. Please go and check them out yourself if you're playing and learning how to do the craft. I enjoyed them thoroughly. But on this note, I'm going to head out. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. I'll check you later. Take care out there.